So I think we may start now. Let me make a brief intro and let's kick off this session. So everyone, welcome to our new Discord community. My name is Alina. I'm a part of FEM team, and this is our third open lectures on series of meetups. They will dive into the topics that actually matter to you, but the stuff they rarely teach you at school. And before we jump in, I have some huge news for you. And registration for the new season FEM 3.0 is now officially open. So I know I see a couple of alumni in here. Please welcome your friends to find an inspiring community to unlock their potential. And don't wait, I'll share you all the links and details in the comments and in our chat. So please feel free to submit your application and welcome your friends. And basically that's it. Now let's move on to our main topic, our main event, where between studying, deadline, non-stop scrolling, sometimes it feels like your brain has opened 50 tabs and you don't know where's the music coming from. So that's why we we called a person who have this superpower to hit the pause and to speak about today's topic about calm is a skill. And it's my absolute pleasure to introduce a speaker who knows everything about this and even more. Join us today, Lesya Ivy. She's career design, EdTech, and mindful educational expert and product manager at Talented. So Lesya, welcome. The floor is yours. We're ready to learn new things. And let me put on your presentation. Here, do you see it?
Okay, so just and I will just kindly ask you to answer a few questions to yourself. So first of all, just checking in. How are you right now? Fine, we can elaborate maybe a little bit more. Like, is your body tense? Are your thoughts maybe jumping around or still with your homework or exams or something? Are you hungry? Are you angry maybe? Are you lonely maybe feeling a little bit? Are you tired? Just as it is, just checking in. And you can open your eyes and whatever you just felt, that's exactly what we are here to talk about today. Everything that we are feeling is okay. And on our next slide, we'll have our short map for today, what we'll be discussing. So we'll move through the stress, what can cause us stress, where we feel it and how it is felt in our body, in our mind. And we'll finish with understanding what can help us, what our attention can help us with, and I will share a few tips and tricks that can help you in your everyday life. So a few words about me on the next slide. Yeah. So my name is Lesya, and right now, I'm working as a product manager in EdTech in a project that is called Talented, and we are helping teenagers to find their dream careers and professions. And probably this project I'm working with, Talented, I would be the first customer of this project if I were a teenager, because at time when I was graduating and choosing a university, I followed the path that my parents were offering me, but then still 15 years later, I'm going where I wanted to go 15 years ago. So, by education, I'm a translator. I haven't worked as a translator, not a day in my life. I wanted to be a psychologist. Right now, I'm a psychologist in training, so I'm getting my second degree, second master's degree. I'm also a certified mindfulness instructor, and basically, my interest in different techniques, instruments, tools that I can use to help myself to calm down. I started when I was at my first year of university. I am an anxious person from my childhood, like historically. I was really anxious and I had a lot of stress, anxiety, and I was looking for a tool that can help me to calm myself down, to feel better, to feel grounded, more grounded. So I started to go into different like yoga, meditation techniques, and with years knowing different tools, when the war started, like we all are kind of stressed, not only because of the event. Yeah, we are living in a we are from the country where we have war. We have a lot of stress in our everyday life, a lot of information. So I've got like, after work started, my dad died. Then I immigrated to another country. I spent a few years abroad, and I was looking for something that might help me because like previous tools were not working. So I find something that was scientifically proved. I was intrigued by how is it working, and that's how I found MBSR. On the next slide, I will, yeah, there is a bit information. So just shortly, how did I found it? Basically, this is one of the most researched programs in the world, MBSR, mindfulness-based stress reduction. It was developed by neuroscientist John Kabat-Zinn somewhere in 1970, and it was used in a hospital setting for chronic illnesses patients, for stress reduction, for different pain issues. And since it was developed, like thousands of studies confirm that it really works. It helps to grow our neuroplasticity. It helps to improve our focus, regulate emotionally, have this resilience that we are striving for, and decreasing the stress and anxiety that we get from our everyday world. So this is not a meditation for monks. Still, it has different meditation techniques, but basically these meditation techniques, they teaches you how to use your attention. And these are like science-based set of tools that really changes how our brain works and how it responds to stress, like physically at all different levels. So for me, it was really amazing. As well, it is you are studying in a group setting, so you can see that other peoples are just like you. They also have this, like racing thoughts. They all have this stress, this anxiety. So like you are feeling yourself a part of community. And if we start to talk about the stress, because even here in the name of this technique, mindfulness-based stress reduction. So can you please change the slide? Thank you. So the stress. You know, for me, I think stress can cause almost anything, like deadlines, news, exams, social events, social media, like different parents, conflicts. So I would kindly ask you to write in the chat so that I can see it, maybe. What else can cause you stress that's not here, or just in general? What do you feel that causes you stress, like most? I know that the list is endless, but personally for you, people. Wow. Self compassion. Self-compassion. Is it about causing a stress? It's interesting. Doctor appointment, for sure. Yeah, people might cause us a lot of stress. That's true. Yeah. See, someone else is typing. Future, for sure. Oh, I will talk about it. This is like my favorite. This is like my favorite because I'm a control freak, you know. I want to know what will be happening. I know how it will be, like the my future. Vision, yeah, works are for sure. Yeah, yeah. 'Cause you never know. It's something that it's hard to control, so that's why it might cause us stress for sure. Multitasking, yeah. That's also one of the tricks that we see when we are um, learning how to meditate, when we are learning, you know, to be attentive, to use our attention. Multitasking is not working. Overthinking about future, yeah, so mainly like something, and you see sometimes it can be something that it's like not like the real stress. So totally can understand when, you know, there are some, I know, um someone that can cause danger to me, and it's real and I see it right now, right here. Yeah, but a lot of stress can be caused by something that just we ourselves we are imagining in our head, but still our body responds. And this really yeah, so just on the next slide, I was trying to, yeah, illustrate that stress can be everywhere. And basically, my main point that I would like to share here with you is that, yeah, stress, the list is endless, what can cause us stress. But if stress is everywhere, maybe our goal shouldn't be just like get rid of it. Maybe the goal is to learn how to work with it, because um, in general, stress is not the enemy. Stress is a signal, and then signals and managing signals can be learned, because for our like ancestors, they also felt stress. They, like every single day, you know, like someone coming and taking their food. I don't know, uncertainty of whether they would be some food or not, whether the winter would be survivable or not. So they had just other stressors and other triggers. Stress has always been here, like, you know, a part of our life, a part of being human. It's like ancient, and our bodies are just wired to to feel it, to see it. And the goal is just to understand how to manage it, and that's what we'll be doing today. So what does stress actually, you know, like how does it influence our body? What happens in our body when we are stressed? As I mentioned, our body doesn't know the difference between a lion that is chasing me or I have an exam tomorrow. Our nervous system, stress is the same. It causes the same emergency. So our reaction in our body would be just the same. So our heart started to raise, yeah, heart rate increases, breathing speeds up, the muscles might tighten. We just might tighten and you know, just prepare. The body is preparing to be ready for action. The digestion might slow down because it's not the priority. We have other priorities to tighten and to run, to react. Basically, we usually have three reactions: fight, flight, or freeze. So our body is just choosing one of these reactions. And we also might have some problems with sleep. If we are really stressed and our body is tense and we cannot relax, then it's really hard to fall asleep. So maybe you just recognize something from this list. And if you change the slide to the next slide, I just try to illustrate where exactly in our body we might feel it. So basically it works like this. So we have some kind of a trigger. It might be a person, it might be an event, it might be in our thoughts about future. So something causes the stress, body reacts, mind trying also to react and understand what is happening in our body, what is happening just in general. And then we basically we choose how to react, what to do with our tightness or some sensations. But maybe you personally also felt something in your body, or you remember, yeah, when you are stressed, how does your body react? Maybe you have tight shoulders. If you can just put maybe some share your sensations, body sensations. Right now we are talking about body, how your body feels when you are stressed. For instance, for me, it's just my stomach that is not even, maybe some butterflies in gut feeling, yeah, or tight shoulders. For sure it would be tight shoulders. Maybe you have something else. How do you feel stress in your body? And sometimes we might feel it afterwards, so we are already, we're already tense. And yeah, shaking hands, just one of the instant reactions might be, you know. And it's really sometimes hard even to notice how my body reacts, like what is happening with my breath. Because usually when we are stressed, our breath starts to be like really fast and fast and short, like when we are panicking. And just by managing your breath and deciding to breathe accordingly, we can change how our body feels. Heartbeats, yeah, yeah. So we can feel that our heart is beating faster, and yeah, we might have headaches because just for our head, it's just like too much. Yeah, too much. So basically, we might notice, yeah, how our body reacts, what we are feeling. We might notice it after it happened, and but our body and our mind, they are not two separate islands. They're in constant conversation and connection. So in order to calm our mind and calm our body, we need to decide and to speak to our body first. But if we're talking about mind, that would be on the next slide. Because if body reacts physically and we can feel it by our body sensations, the mind usually reacts through thoughts. And stress might really play some tricks on us here. So we might start having tunnel thinking. We may see only the threat, not the exit, not the solution, but the threat, like just everything is terrible, or I will be expelled. Yeah, as well as catastrophizing. So our brain just jumps straight to the worst case scenario. Just I will fail the test. I will be expelled. I'm nothing. My life is over. So maybe you're recognizing this spiral already, because our brain is basically, I think it's like the best drama queen that with a very dark imagination, because sometimes it might get us into this thinking and catastrophizing, as well as difficulty focusing, yeah, or just emotions that we cannot control just because it's too much, or just difficulty of finding a decision. And what important is to understand that all this, it's not our character traits. This is neurobiology, and it can be, our reactions can be trained in. And to understand or how we can manage it, I shared on the next slide something that really helped me, because while preparing to this lecture, I was trying to remind myself what was my biggest stressors. And for me, it was all about control. For a lot of people, it's a lot about control, because I'm a manager and I'm a control freak as well. So I used to control everything, but it didn't help me really. It only made my life worse because when you're trying to control everything, you might go crazy because you cannot. So I decided I would somehow visualize. There is such a thing that like a circles of control. It's not my notion, but I use it a lot. So you can put inside this circle what is really under your control. Like we can we can discuss, but here I put it something that is for me is for sure. So what I can control my reactions. How do I react? I can control my attention. Where do I pay my attention? What are my habits? What do I do every day? What are my choices? What I choose to eat? What I choose to watch? What I choose to read? Yeah, and how I take care of myself. This I can watch because it doesn't. Um, it has nothing to do with other people, yeah, or it has nothing to do with the future. It's just in the moment, here and now. What can I do? What can I control? It would be everything that is about me, my reactions. So we cannot control what happens, but we can train how we respond and react to what is happening around. And you might ask me what might help us to train and to respond. And what really helps us here, what helps us to respond instead of react, is our attention. And we'll talk about it on the next slide. So attention is a muscle, and it can and it should be trained. And when we consciously, I really like this English phrase. I hope that most of us here are also Ukrainian, Russian speaking, so we can understand that this, like, pay attention, um, will explain us that attention, basically, for me, is one of the most valuable currencies and values of today's world, because like companies, the most powerful companies in the world are spending like billions of dollars to trying to take our attention from us, to grab our attention. And if we can direct and pay our attention to the right things, and to choose where our attention goes consciously and intentionally, that would be the best practice. And this is for me kind of a freedom when you are choosing where to pay your attention, where to direct it. Because with every notification, every scrolling, every playing the video, every algorithm, it knows where exactly to make you stop and get your attention to stare for 3 more seconds, 3 more seconds. And it's not an accident, because there are a lot of people engineering decisions made by a team so that so that they can capture our attention. It worth a lot of money, like literally. So the more we control our attention, the more we are rich in a way, the more we can put it into right things. And today we'll talk more about where do we direct our attention. But before we are going here, we can maybe even go back. Yeah. I just would love to offer you to try and to work with our attention. So I will guide you through a short 15 minutes meditation. That would be a meditation for scanning the body. So we will work with our body, with our body sensations. It will be around 10-15 minutes. And so our task is just to follow my voice and direct our attention to our body, to different parts of our body, just scanning. So right now we are trying to play this game. I'm an observer and I'm just observing what is happening and what might be here for me now. So just in a comfortable position. It might be sitting or lying down. It's best if you have your spine just straight. You can sit or lie down. Might let your hands rest wherever it feels natural. You don't need to do anything right now. We're just settling in. If you want, if you're ready, just close your eyes. You must gently soften your gaze. There is fine. Taking just one more breath in, breath out, and letting it all go, letting the day go. Not trying to relax or doing anything in particular, just going to pay our attention slowly, gently, different parts of our body. That's all. We might begin by noticing where our body makes contact with the surface beneath you. It might be the back of your legs, your back, maybe even your shoulders if you're lying or sitting. We are just noticing the weight of our body. Places where we are being supported right now. You don't have to do anything about that weight, just let it be there. Now we'll take 3 slower, deeper breaths. Not forced, just slightly deeper than usual. Inhaling, exhaling. Again, breathing in and breathing out. One more time. Inhaling and exhaling and letting it all go. Now let's bring your attention to your feet. Not moving them, just noticing. Is there any sensation there? Might be warmth, coolness, tingling. Might be pressure from your shoes or socks. Might be nothing at all, and that's fine too. Noticing our toes, each one, each of them. Don't need to name them or do anything, just letting our attention rest there for a moment. And then gently moving our awareness up to the soles of our feet, the heels, and slowly up to our ankles, bones there, the joints. Then up to the calves, the back of our lower legs. Just noticing, are there any tightness or heaviness? Just noticing our whole body at once, just head to feet, front to back. inside and outside. Just a sense of the whole of the body here in this moment. Noticing if there's anything that feels different from when we started. It might be heavier, it might be lighter, maybe more present. There's no right or wrong answers, just our noticing information. And taking one more full breath in, all the way down to the belly. And the breath out, releasing all the tension slowly. Maybe starting to bring gentle movement back. I think that I will, if it is possible, I will share with girls, with Alina and Tanya, a short audio meditation so that you can practice at home without interruptions. I highly recommend you to do it. You can do it before going to sleep or when you feel stress. Um, yeah, and Alina, if you can share my presentation. I will go to the next slide. So basically, there are a few objects where you can direct your attention that will really help us to reduce or even eliminate stress from our life. So what are they? First of all, it's our body. So today we tried to do a short body scan meditation. So in generally, just paying attention to your body, to different parts of your body, to your body sensations, how your body feel. Yeah, what do you feel in your body? This might really help you in releasing the stress. Another incredible tools or techniques, you can choose what you like, but it's just anything that helps you to move. So it can be, for me it's yoga, it can be tai chi, it can be running. I really like running, so it's just somehow moving. It can be even dancing, but just when you move your body, you release the stress, and it's just physiology. It helps us to release stress, and we feel lighter, we feel better. Of course, self-care, meaning that we also might do like massage. Yeah, you can ask your, someone from your family, your friend, or do even a self massage. It's also possible, and it really helps to release the tension, all the emotions that we have in our body. Yeah, this tension. So anything. I also like to do, this sadhu boards. These are like needles where you are standing on these needles. It's kind of extreme, but it also really helps a lot because it works with the body, it works with body sensation, and it works with releasing the stress, releasing all the emotions that we have in our body. Another really underestimated tool is our breath, because all of us, we are breathing, we are not even mentioning it, we're not noticing it. But if we do a breathing technique, breathing practice, like just mindfully breathing in, breathing out, maybe lengthening our breath. There are a lot of famous short techniques that we can do whenever we can, wherever we are, just like box breathing, just breathing with a count of four, breathing in, then breathing out with a count of four, doing some pauses with a count of four. So all those breathing techniques, they really help to reduce and release the stress. There exist pranayamas. Pranayamas, these are like from yogic culture, different breathing techniques that might make you really active. They might help you to calm down. So they are working differently, but they are working with how do we feel. So you can try pranayamas as well. Yeah, different breathing meditations. And what I also really like for our breath, for our lungs, for our body and mind, these are aromatherapy, different aroma oils, essential oils. There are like thousands of researches that shows that essential oils can help us on the mental level when we are just, breathing in and working with another instrument. I mentioned here our senses, yeah, with our smell, with our nose. it works with our minds through our nose, but it also can help us, yeah, with different body issues when we feel ill. I have an essential oil blend that really helps me when I have temperature or something. I just put it on my hands and I'm just breathing and smelling, and it already works with our mind and our body. Senses for me, they're just like doorways into a better state of mind and body, because they influence us, but they influence us through our ears, like sound therapy, yeah, listening to different like meditation bowls or different instruments, or just some calming music in general. It reduces as well this anxiety and this stress, and it makes us feel calmer. The smell, yeah, aromas, they can really help us with this. uh, the taste, we can also play with it. We can eat slower, and it already will help us to, to work with our body. We can do tea ceremonies, cacao ceremonies, and they work as well with the taste, and they work with our body, and they work with our mind. The touch, when we are doing, like different mantras, when we are doing something with the touch, it might be even just, um, the feather that we are using in order to relax. Um, another another slide, next slide, please. Yeah. So we can put our attention to the mind, to our thoughts. There are different meditations even that are of working, so that like we are sitting and we know that we have thoughts, but what if we observe it as an observer? So yeah, we have it, so we can just, mention, oh, okay, now I have this thought. It's okay, it's just the thought. It's not me, it's part of my cognitive thinking process, but it's not me fully. So we can reframe our thoughts if we already mention it. So we need to use our attention to notice our thought. And when we notice our thought, let's say, okay, I have exam tomorrow, I'm really stressed, I won't get a good mark, I will be we can even write it down, all those thoughts, then try to argument for ourselves, is it true? Because mainly, mostly in all in main cases, it's not true, and we need just to reframe it. Why do I think so? Maybe I can reframe it because I've been preparing. I'm a really good student, so it's just, my anxiety. It's not me, it's just my thoughts. Emotions, it's really nice to map it. So how I was asking you, where do you feel stress in your body? Usually when we feel emotions, we might be just so much, obsessed by this emotion, so that we need to put it on, whether on a paper, we can paint it, we can write it. So I feel, I feel oh my god, I feel afraid. I feel a fear, and I feel fear in my chest. So when we put it like this, I feel fear in my chest. We already, like we notice, we mention it, and then we can choose what we do with this feeling, whether we stay with it and stick with it, or whether we change it somehow. And when we work with our mind, it's really, really nice and useful to work with journaling. So everything that we think, we just put on the paper, and it really works. Because I haven't been journaling for years, but I am journaling for last 2 years, and it really helps me to reduce my anxiety. It really helps me to clean up my thoughts, because I might be really, really stressed and anxious, but then I'm journaling. It's like, okay, but this is nothing, it's just a thought. It's also nice to have if you have a possibility to work with psychotherapist or coaching, if we are talking about the mind. So few techniques, so that you can use anywhere, just basically anywhere where you are, in order to ground and to calm yourself down. You can just name 5 things around you that you can see, 4 things around you that you can hear, 3 things around you that you can touch, 2 things around you that you can smell, and one thing that you can taste, and it can be just, 5 minutes ago I drank some kombucha, so I tasted. And just by naming what is happening in this reality, what is happening with you and your body, it really helps. So in order to check it out, just try, and you'll see that it really helps us to ground us a little bit. And another technique that I used at the beginning, on the next slide, it's just asking yourself at any point of the day or where you are feeling stressed, am I hungry? If I am hungry, most likely I would be angry. So, am I angry? Am I lonely? Or am I tired? And with any of this, we already have something to do. So, we are just putting our attention in our bodies, in our minds. And then, if I feel that I'm feeling hungry, I might go and eat. If I feel that I'm feeling angry, I might go and journal about it. What made me feel angry? If I feel lonely, maybe I can go to my family or to my friends and ask them if they can be with me or they can talk with me. If I'm tired, maybe I can just go and just lie down for 15 minutes, for 1 hour, for whatever I need this time. Basically, these are some like check-ins throughout the day when we do we do pay our attention to something really important. Like this is basically the most important in our lives is ourselves and our body and our mind and how do we feel ourselves. So please, my main message here would be, please do not forget to pay attention to yourself by paying attention to your body, to your mind, to your thoughts, your emotions. And if you have any questions, please feel free to ask me. I would be really happy to help and to answer them. And yeah, thank you for being here today, and sorry for these interruptions.
Thank you, Lisa, for joining us and for these valuable lessons. I hope, girls, you may find something new and interesting for you, for real tools and practice you may use in everyday life. And let me remind you one more time that our FEM 3.0 program is open, so please feel free to share with your friends. And if you have any questions, please drop it in the chat. And meantime, I may drop a questions from our Google form.
Yeah, I see. Okay, sometimes during an exam or an important presentation, my mind just goes completely blank because of panic. How can I regain my focus quickly? The best thing to do, if it is possible, maybe you can just go out of the room where you are. If it's just an exam, just ask to go out, and just start to to shake your body, something like this. Just shaking, and you're just shaking in off the stress, like literally. So you're just shaking in it, and then you can do a few deeper breaths in and deeper breaths out. So slower your breaths, making your breaths being slower, deeper, and basically those two working with the body and the breath already helps usually. If not, you can also just start touching yourself. I mean, just to feel your body, because you need this basically. Usually when we are in stress, we are here, we are in our mind, we have our like catastrophizing thoughts, etc., etc. So we need to come back to the body, and we can do it by the movement, by touching. So you can just start massaging a little bit yourself, like your shoulders, if they are tightened, they most probably would be tightened if you are stressed. So you can just start massaging it a little bit, and breathing. So body and breath is just this is the perfect companions that might help us. Yeah. Um, Now I'm on a championship and I have a lot of things and options and I don't know how to deal with that. We work in teams and I have to motivate my group because I'm a leader and it's challenging sometimes. I'm so stressed about it. Working with people can be really stressful, but usually what how to say, how I put it is that first of all, we need to be in contact with ourselves. In order to be in contact with others, we need to be in contact with ourselves, because if I am stressed, if I'm out of the, I don't know, I'm on another planet in my thoughts, I'm feeling bad or something like this, I wouldn't be able to be in contact with other person. So in order to be more, how to say, be more calm and more persuasive with others, you need to first calm yourself down, again, with body, with breath, with sensations, maybe some meditation. So what I forgot to say, all those tools that I shared with you should try, and you can just choose one that works for you, but that really works for you. That's why I shared a lot of different instruments. We just tried one, the body scan meditation. It can be anything. So what I did, how I found my instruments, I was just trying and trying and trying different tools. I tried almost any meditation I can find. I tried almost any breathing technique I can find, just because I'm interested in it, yeah, and I'm doing it more on professional level. But still, you can try different techniques, different meditations and tools, find what is working for you. It might be something for the body, it might be movement, it might be breathing technique, it might be just some oils. You can just, because I have, for instance, I have an aroma blend of aroma oils that I'm having it with me, and each time I feel a little bit stressed, I'm just taking it from my bag, I'm just putting it in my hands, and I'm just smelling, and it helps me. So but I already know what is helping me. So you need to find these tools. Among the list that I shared, you can try different and see what is working best, because for someone, sound is the best. So you can just maybe go and listen to some sounds, or maybe the smell for you is best, something that really works and clicked. So you might carry with you some aroma oil blend, or maybe it would be something else, something for the touch. So you just need to try, and then you will find your instrument that you might use to come back to contact with yourself. And then when you're in contact, when you're calm with yourself, then you can motivate, inspire, help others people, just to be in contact with them by active listening, by mindful conversations, nonviolent communication. All this comes only after you are in contact with yourself. So that's probably what I would answer to that. What should I do if stress is ruining my sleep? With sleep, it's interesting, but probably my answer wouldn't differ a lot from the previous one. So, but okay, it would. So, before going to sleep, we need to calm our mind and body down. So, maybe instead of shaking in the body, we might just lie down and do the body scan that we were trying to do today. I will share probably the audio recording that I will share would be the body scan. So I used to do it before going to sleep, because like this you can observe and notice how your body is, what it feels, and then by slow and deep breathing, you are already calming your mind down. So you can try different audio meditations. So you can find on YouTube maybe some yoga nidra. Yoga nidra is made specifically for relaxation and this like resting. They say that an hour of yoga nidra substitutes like 3 hours of sleep. I'm not sure about that. That's just hypothesis, but you can try yoga nidra, because it's like yogic sleep. It really helps to calm down your mind, your thoughts, and your body. You can also try different breathing techniques from yoga, from pranayamas. There are different techniques that calm yourself. So basically, your task, your goal is to calm your mind and your body. It also depends because for me, for instance, sometimes I can have troubles falling asleep when I had a really emotional day. I had a lot of going on and I have too much thoughts. For this, if I have too much thoughts, just journaling. So I just journal, I just write down everything I have in my head. Sometimes it can be just a list of to do things, a list of, I don't know, what I need to do or what I feel or what I think. Then by writing it down, you're just putting it out of your head, and it might help you to reduce your the quantity of your thoughts. And then again, breathing and calm yourself down. So that might help with sleep issues. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Let,
Um,
let me know if there are no more questions.
I guess there are no more questions for now, but if there arise any, we will definitely answer all of them on social media and share all the presentation Lesya was talking to you about. And thank you, girls, for this experience. There was a first time for us FEM project to join and Discord stream. And sorry for any inconvenience they may cause, but it's stressful sometimes. But we need to have to know how to regulate it. And thank you once again, Lesya. All hearts to you. And I guess see you all soon in our next meetings.